ChickenboneJohn here, and I just want to talk a little bit about this amplifier that I've just got. I'm not one for messing around much with amplifiers. For a while, a long time, I used a Session at 75 combo twin channel. Then I made a Session BluesBaby combo, only 22 watt single channel, and I've been using that for the past year or two, which is a great amp. But I saw one of these come up. It's a Fender Deluxe Reverb, and this is the 68 model with the silver face. The thing I liked about this is it's got the reverb and tremolo on both channels. The ordinary Deluxe Reverb only has the reverb on trem on one channel, and I thought it might be nice because you can have two inputs, set these for different sounds, and then just have a simple A/B switch to switch between them, and you still got the reverb and trem on both. I have got a tremolo pedal because my other amp doesn't have one, but I quite like the idea of this. The only thing I think that's to criticise about this amp is it's a little noisy on tick over. You might be able to hear it now. There's a little bit of valve hiss. I've not got it set particularly loud. It's on pretty much 4 or 5 across the board. It's on the vintage channel. We've got it on 4. If I turn it up to 5, it'll start getting incredibly loud. So that's the amp with a little bit of reverb. It's got a big reverb if you wind that up. Can be a little bit overpowering. So about 4 or 5 is nice. It has got the built-in vibrato, and you'll hear that it does tick a little bit when you kick that in. I can hear it. I don't know if it'll be picking up on the mic here. Sat next to it, I can hear it sort of pulsing away. But I do like that. That's set on the mid here. I've got, it'll go faster and it'll go deeper. Which I find is just too much. But setting it here around. Setting it there about 4 or 5 on both speed and intensity. Works nicely for me. The other disadvantage of this amp, it's not a master volume amp. So the more you turn the volume up, the more it will drive, but you can't get it to drive very much at low volumes. So that's where you might want to have a gain or a drive pedal to bring that in at a lower overall volume. That's the thing the BluesBaby did have. It had got a gain on it, so you could effectively master volume. So you could set your overdrive and keep the volume down. Disadvantages of that is it's a single channel, didn't have the reverb, didn't have the tremolo, sorry, got a spring reverb. So it's got this other channel, and this is just a little, I think, got a little fatter. It's got more bottom end. it is a lovely, warm, thick sound. This one is the special edition, or the limited edition one. It's got a pine cabinet and it's got a neodymium Celestion speaker. Makes it a little bit lighter. It's still pretty weighty, but it's only a shade heavier, I think, than my BluesBaby. I've got the BluesBaby built up into a Fender cabinet, which I think is a Hod Rod DeLuxe cab. It's about the same size of this. This doesn't weigh that much more because I say it's got the lightweight speaker and the lightweight cabinet. So I've only had this a few days, and I'm going to be trying this. Probably try it with an overdrive pedal to see how that works, or maybe I'll just get a channel splitter and set it with two different settings on here. But it's a lovely it's very difficult to split the two. I might do a comparison between the two, but when it breaks up in a more mellow, softer way. I'm not valves are, you've got to have a valve amp rather than you know, solid state's no good. But there you go. You know, and also it's got the disadvantage. It's a little bit noisier. I can hear a little bit of a buzz coming through it now, probably because I've got the lighting on in here. It's a single coil pickup. But there you go. We'll see how we get on with this thing. Oh, but this I bought second hand. I did see one come up on eBay at a decent price, but this is less than a year old. It smelled like a new amp. When you put it on, you can feel it warming up. It's like the new car smell. It's had hardly any time put on it, and it must have been about half price. There's a bit of a premium on these. I think it's just a limited run, difficult to get hold of, and I wanted it as light as I could be. I'm fed up with heavy amps. I got rid of the beautiful a Fender 75 watt with a 15-inch speaker, but it was so heavy, about the same weight as a Fender Twin Reverb. They're just too heavy. I wasn't using it. Probably hadn't used it for 10 years, so I sold it. It was hand wired, point to point, and all the rest of it. Wasn't using it, so I decided to get something smaller. I think these are only 22 watts, I think. Same as my BluesBaby. In here, it starts getting deafeningly loud. At 5, the difference is enormous. You can hear the overdrives kicking in there, which is fine on stage. plenty powerful. Okay, bye for now.